Welcome back, everybody. Today we're going to be talking about factoring quadratic trinomials. Just a reminder, quadratic trinomials, the highest exponent is 2 and they have 1, 2, 3 terms. That's why we call it a trinomial. And here's a driving question when solving these. What factors of the last term add up to the middle term? The last term being, or the last number, I should say, 10 being the last term here, and the 7x, the 7, is what we're focusing on with the middle term. Now, to be more precise, we're talking about quadratic trinomials that have this form, and what I'm writing up here at the top is the standard form of a quadratic. ax squared plus bx plus c. A, b, and c are constant terms, and these, only the type of examples I'm talking about here just have a 1 in front of the x squared, which we actually don't need to write. It's just implied that it's there. So another question, what factors of c add up to b? What factors of the last term, which is the c number, add up to the middle term, the b number? So in this problem, my question is, what factors of 10 add up to 7? Well, let's focus on the number 10 for a minute. Number 10, how do you get 10? And there's lots of ways to do that. 1 times 10, 2 times 5, but there's actually 2 more if you think about positives and negatives. Negative 1, negative 10, negative 2 times negative 5. All of these pairs multiply to give us positive 10. But we're going to switch gears here and change it to addition. Those same pairs we're going to add. Notice what we get. This gives us negative 7. This gives us negative 11. This gives us positive 7. This gives us positive 11. The factor pair, the ones that we want, are right here, the 2 and the 5. 2 times 5 multiplies to 10. 2 plus 5 adds to 7. Those two numbers are important because that's how we set up our answer. The factored form is 2 binomials. And we set up like this, x and x to start, and the 2 numbers we use at the end, plus 2 and plus 5, in any order. The order doesn't matter. That is the factored form of this quadratic trinomial. Let's look at another one. I'm going to factor r squared minus 12r plus 35. The question is, what factors of 35 add up to negative 12? Well, let's get 35, all its factors. 1 times 35, 5 times 7. But don't forget the negatives. Negative 1 times 35, negative 35. Negative 5 times negative 7. Now what we're going to do is add each of those. 1 and 35 is 36. 5 and 7, 12. Negative 1, negative 35, negative 36. Negative 5, negative 7 makes negative 12. Adding all of those together. Setting up our answer, you make 2 sets of parentheses. Put r in front, your variable in front of those. And then use the pair of numbers that satisfied the question, what factors of 35 add up to negative 12? Minus 5, minus 7. The order doesn't matter. We could have said minus 7 first, then minus 5. All right, let's look at another one. On this one, b squared plus 2b minus 24. What factors of negative 24 add up to positive 2? Let's set up our answer first. B here and a B here. Let's focus on negative 24. Lots of ways to get negative 24. Negative 1 times 24. Positive 1 times negative 24. 6 times negative 4. Negative 6 times positive 4. 12 times negative 2. Negative 12 times positive 2. And then 3 times 8, 3 times negative 8 is a possibility, negative 3 times positive 8. All right, remember the idea of adding all of these together. Now, just for the sake of time, I won't go through every single one. Hopefully you can see, upon adding, the ones that we're going to be interested in right here. The difference between 6 and 4 is 2, so 6 and negative 4 make positive 2. Negative 6, positive 4 make negative 2. So the ones that work, positive 6 and negative 4. There we go. Another example, this time with variable c. C squared minus 10c minus 24. The question is, what factors of negative 24 add up to negative 10? All right. We did this on the previous slide, so we're going to go back and borrow that list of answers. Set up our answer here, C and C. All right, we're looking for ones that would add up to a negative 10. Down here, the 12 and the negative 2. This equals positive 10 if I add them together. This equals negative 10. See that combo of negative 12 and positive 2? That's the ones we want. Negative 12, positive 2. That is the factored form of c squared minus 10c minus 24. Notice negative 12 times positive 2 is negative 24. Negative 12 plus 2 is negative 10. Lastly, let's do a squared minus 3a minus 40. Start off with setting up our answer. A and A. Factors of negative 40. Well, we could do 4 times negative 10. We could do negative 4 times positive 10. We could do 8 times negative 5. Negative 8 times positive 5. We could do 2 times negative 20, or we could do negative 2 times positive 20. And of course, 1 and 40 and 40 and 1, I won't list those because those definitely won't work. But upon adding these together, we want the ones that are going to give us negative 3. 8 and 5 differ by 3. Let's just focus on those. 8 and negative 5 make positive 3. Negative 8 and 5 make negative 3. That's the one we want right here. Negative 8, positive 5. Minus 8, positive 5. That is our factored form of our quadratic trinomial. I'm going to show just a quick check here, just to prove how this works. I want to multiply out what we got for an answer. A minus 8, A plus 5. All right, use that FOIL method. A times A squared. And then A times 5 makes 5A. Negative 8 times A, negative 8A. And then negative 8 times positive 5, negative 40. And then we have like terms to combine here. Positive 5, negative 8 makes a negative 3A. Still have the minus 40, still have A squared. And notice this is the original problem. So if you're ever unsure of if you factored it correctly, you could always FOIL out your answer, multiply out the two binomials, see if it matches. All right, hope this helps you better factor quadratic trinomials. Thanks for watching.